Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Stone Cold's copy that catchphrase annoys fans. Should Jason ditch it? General Hospital, GH, spoilers reveal that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, has found a new catchphrase. And some fans aren't exactly loving it. The trouble started back in April when Jason first used copy that in response to something Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, said to him. Carly noticed the phrase was new for Jason and commented on it, so that led to speculation that perhaps there was a deeper meaning. It's still possible that this whole copy that thing is more significant than it seems. That's especially true now that Jason has once again started back up with his copy that replies. Whenever Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, gives Jason orders, that's Jason's go-to reaction. At some point, maybe the show will explore the details of Jason's time away. It's obvious that copy that is something Jason picked up while undercover, but there could be a bigger story or even some sort of programming that might come into play eventually. However, it could also be a situation where the writers just thought it'd be a cool thing for Jason to utter. It's a pretty typical phrase for someone taking orders, so maybe it's as simple as showing Jason is on Sonny's side and accepting missions again. Regardless, some fans have been complaining about Jason's copy that lines and have suggested that the phrase makes him sound too robotic. You could argue this also makes Jason's interactions with Sonny feel less personal and takes away from the friendship aspect of their relationship. Should Jason ditch the copy that reply and find something to say that feels a little less stiff? Are you weirded out by it, or is it not a big deal to you? Whatever the case, we're glad to see Jason and Sonny get back to teaming up, so let's hope they continue to get along and keep this momentum going. Our GH predictions hint that some danger is on the way as Sonny's feud with John Cates, Adam J. Harrington, escalates, so stick with us for news on how far the hostility will go. General Hospital spoilers say Jason will remain a key player in this storyline, so we'll bring you updates on all the highs and lows. Jason Morgan, affectionately dubbed Stone Cold by fans, has long been one of the most iconic characters on General Hospital *. With his stoic demeanor, unwavering loyalty, and unparalleled skills as Sonny Corinthos' enforcer, Jason has become a beloved figure in the soap opera world. However, recent episodes have sparked a heated debate among viewers over one of his most notorious catchphrases. Copy that. What once was a simple nod to Jason's no-nonsense, military-esque approach to handling business has started to wear thin on fans. The phrase, originally a symbol of Jason's efficient and cool-headed nature, has become so ubiquitous that it risks turning a fan-favorite character into a one-dimensional figure. As the controversy grows, the question arises, should Jason ditch the catchphrase that has become synonymous with his character? ###, the origins of copy that. Jason Morgan has always been a man of few words. His ability to convey meaning with a glance or a terse sentence is part of what made him so compelling. When Steve Burton first took on the role in the late 1990s, Jason was a man reborn after a traumatic brain injury, which left him emotionally detached from his former self, Jason Quartermain. It was this transformation that led to the birth of Stone Cold, a nickname that would stick for decades. As Jason embraced his new identity, his language became more precise, more tactical. Copy that was a natural extension of his new persona, concise, direct, and professional. It was the kind of phrase you might hear in a military operation or a police radio transmission, reinforcing Jason's role as Sonny's right-hand man and protector. In the beginning, it worked perfectly, cementing Jason's image as the unflappable enforcer. ### overuse and fan fatigue. However, as time went on, what once felt fresh and fitting began to lose its luster. In recent years, copy that has been used with increasing frequency, to the point where some fans have started to cringe every time the phrase is uttered. Social media platforms like Twitter and Reddit have become hotbeds for discussion, with fans expressing their frustrations about the overuse of the catchphrase. Jason used to be this complex, mysterious character, but now it feels like he's just a walking, talking catchphrase. One fan wrote on a popular General Hospital subreddit, "Every time he says, 'copy that,' it takes me out of the scene. It's like they're trying too hard to remind us who he is." Others have pointed out that the phrase has lost its impact due to its overuse. It was cool when Jason said it once in a while, but now it's in every other scene. "It's like the writers have run out of things for him to say," tweeted another fan. The sentiment is echoed by many who feel that the phrase, once a signature part of Jason's character, has become a tired trope. ####, the catchphrase conundrum. The issue of catchphrases in soap operas is nothing new. From Luke, "I am your father," to "you are not the father." Catchphrases have a way of becoming iconic, but they can also backfire if not used carefully. They risk turning dynamic characters into caricatures, reducing them to little more than the sum of their most repeated lines. For Jason, copy that has become a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it's instantly recognizable and ties into his persona as the ever-reliable, unflinching enforcer. On the other, it's starting to feel like a crutch, a go-to line that's used in place of more meaningful dialogue or character development. Some fans have suggested that the phrase could be retired, or at least used more sparingly. I think if they just toned it down a bit, it could still work. Jason doesn't need to say, "copy that," every time he's on screen. One viewer commented on a fan forum, "Maybe reserve it for moments when it really matters, so it feels like it used to, like a punchline." ###, the writer's dilemma. The decision of whether to continue using "copy that" or to phase it out presents a challenge for the General Hospital writers. On one hand, they don't want to alienate longtime fans who have grown accustomed to the phrase as part of Jason's identity. On the other, they must be mindful of the criticism and the potential for the catchphrase to become a running joke rather than a meaningful aspect of the character. Steve Burton, who portrays Jason, has yet to publicly comment on the controversy, but it's possible that he's aware of the growing fan fatigue. Actors often have a say in how their characters are portrayed, and Burton, who has been with the show on and off for over 2 decades, likely understands the fine line between a character trait and a cliché. ###, moving forward. A new direction for Jason. As General Hospital continues to evolve, so too must its characters. For Jason, this could mean finding new ways to express his stoic nature without relying so heavily on copy that. Perhaps it's time for Jason to embrace more varied dialogue, to show different facets of his personality that have been overshadowed by his role as Sonny's enforcer. The writers might consider giving Jason more introspective scenes, allowing him to explore his feelings about his past, his relationships, and his future. This would provide an opportunity to flesh out his character beyond the tough guy exterior, and would allow the audience to reconnect with the complexities that made Jason so compelling in the first place. Ultimately, whether or not copy that remains part of Jason's vocabulary will depend on how the writers choose to balance fan expectations with character development. If handled correctly, they could turn this controversy into an opportunity to revitalize one of General Hospital most beloved characters. After all, Jason Morgan is far more than a catchphrase. He's a cornerstone of the show, and it's important that his character continues to grow and evolve with the times. In the end, It's up to the writers, the actor, and the fans to determine the fate of Copy That. But one thing is clear. Jason Morgan has always been, and will continue to be, a force to be reckoned with in Port Charles, whether or not he chooses to stick with his signature line.